Hello everybody, welcome to another game in the 2019 team experience, I guess you want to call it. I'm trying to do every team in the league before we get to opening day, and I'm flip-flopping between two games, inside pitch and payoff pitch, and trying to give each team an exposure. Last game that we did, it was unfortunately not as close of a game as I would have liked, as the Boston Red Sox laid the wood to the Oakland A's. This game, however, is coming from Busch Stadium in St. Louis, and it's the Dodgers and the St. Louis Cardinals. Next game in the series will shift back to payoff pitch, and it will be the Baltimore Orioles visiting the Tampa Bay Rays. Let's look at the starting lineups for today's game. Got it printed out, plus all the players that are going to be on the bench and available to both the Dodgers and the Cardinals, whether we're talking bullpen or talking bench type players. We had one typo, so I had to fix that real quick. Anyway, we'll bring it back out for you. Here it is. We are going to have, first of all, starting lineups. First for the Dodgers, it's Peterson in left, Seager at short, Bellinger at first, Pollock in center, Muncy at third, Verdugo in right, Hernandez at second, Martin catching, and Ryu the pitcher. In the bullpen for the Dodgers, they have two lefties, Ferguson and Alexander. And they have five right-handers, Floro, Garcia, Kelly, Baez, and Santana. On the bench, they have four bench players, all right-handed hitters, as they've loaded the lineup with lefties against the Cardinals. On the bench, they have Freese, Turner, Taylor, and Barnes. All right, for the Cardinals, it's Carpenter at third, Goldschmidt at first, Martinez in right, Ozuna in left, DeYoung at short, Molina catching, Bader in center, Wong at second, and Miles Mikolas, the pitcher. Look at their bullpen. They have two lefties as well, Miller and Webb, and then six right-handers, Brebbia, Leone, Hicks, Mayers, Gant, and Gallegos. On their bench, they have three right-handers, O'Neill, Jerko, and Wieters, and a switch hitter, Dexter Fowler. So those are the available players in today's game. So if they weren't on that list, they weren't on the active roster on this date, April the 8th. And there is the score sheet, April 8th, 2019. So we will get festivities going here again at Busch Stadium. All right. Get our little chart out in case we need that for runner advancement. All right, so Miles Mikolas is out, ready to go for the Cardinals. Let me see if I get the score sheet completely in here. Hopefully I can. There is Mikolas. And leading things off for the men in blue, it is going to be Jock Peterson. Jock Peterson, the left fielder in this game. And we'll get going. Busch Stadium, Miles Mikolas facing the Dodgers from April 8th, 2019 in inside pitch. And like I said, next game will be back to payoff pitch. It'll be the Orioles traveling to Tampa to take on the Rays. But we're underway here in St. Louis. 6-1 is a possible error on a ground out. See if Peterson puts it on the ground or not. 4-5 is a fly to center, so no ground ball, therefore no error. Put away by Bader, and it's one away. And that will bring up Corey Seager, the shortstop. 5-2, that's a range play at Busch Stadium. So to bring Busch Stadium into the forefront. And a range play at the stadium. 2-4 is a ground out to second. So we're checking the range of Wong. Wong is a 5. That's the best range you can have. So unless this is a 6, he will make the play. And he does. So Wong will take care of Seager. 2 up, 2 down, and that's going to bring up Cody Bellinger, the MVP of the National League. Playing first base today. 5-1 for Mikolas is another range play. This one off of Bellinger's card. 6-4, that's a fly to center, so we're checking again the range now of the center fielder, Bader, who's also a 5. So great range there at those two positions. And it pays off because that's a 5 it would have normally dropped, but Bader was up to the task. And the Dodgers, going order 1, 2, 3 is Miles Mikolas. Benefits from some great range at defense. Here's Ryu, and he will be facing Matt Carpenter, third baseman, to lead things off with the Redbirds. 6-5 is a strikeout chance. That's a 16. His strikeout's only an 11 against lefties. -1 from the stadium makes it a 10, so too high on that. Carpenter, 2-6. Starline 2, that's a ground ball to third. Handled over there by Muncy. There's one away. Brings up Goldie, Paul Goldschmidt. Oh, I know I should have had my little back out there to catch that. I'll have to put that back up there. I get a little overzealous on my dice roll sometimes, so let me put my little backstop up there. I didn't think I was going to need it, but apparently I am. So let's put that back there just to be on the safe side, so we won't have that happen again. I'll re-roll the 20. Okay, so it's a 3-1. Ryu, he's not tired, so that roll is for naught. We go straight to Goldschmidt. 3-6. Ground ball to third. Muncy's going to handle it again. 2 up, 2 down. Let's write this a little bit neater. All right, so 2 up, 2 down for Jose Martinez. And Martinez. 6-4 on Ryu is a strikeout chance. That's a 14, 2 highs. Martinez is only a 9, minus the 1 is an 8. So go to Martinez, 4-4. And that's a single to left field for Jose Martinez. 2-out single. His attempt is only a 1, so I have to get a low number here to get something going. 18 is not going to cut it. So nothing happened there. Can't get any kind of jump. Here's Marcell Ozuna. 5-1 is a strikeout chance, but again, 16 too high. So go to Ozuna. 2-4. 2-4 is a question mark 9 against a lefty. It has to be 9 or less. That's a 5. So 5 says that's going to be a single to left field. So a single to left field for Ozuna. We'll check base runner advancement. S7 to go from first to third. You lose 2. There are 2 outs, so you gain 1 of them back. It's still a -1. And a -1. And the BR of Martinez is a 2, so it's only going to be a 1. So if it's a 1, well, we'll see. If the red die's a 1, he makes it. If it's 6, we got a problem. And we got a problem. He's out. So 6, he's out because that 4 on the secondary chart, that white die, the 6 says we go to the secondary chart when you get a red 6. And the white die goes to the secondary chart, 2 to 5. Lead runner is thrown out. So it doesn't matter about the trailing runner because the lead runner is the third out. So Martinez is going to be out. Trying to sneak it and go to third, but the left fielder, Peterson, had other ideas. We'll call it 7-5, and the inning is over. So, inning is over. Cardinals got a couple of hits, but some shoddy base running. Go to the second. Here's Mikolas facing A.J. Pollock, center fielder. 6-1, error on a grounder possibly. 4-3 is a pop-up to third, so no error possibility there. 1 away. As Carpenter puts it away. Brings up Max Muncy. 4-2, and that is against a lefty, that's a single. 4-2, it's a split chance, so it's a lefty, it's a single for Muncy. Straight out single. Don't even have to go to his card. His attempt rating is a 1, and that's a 2. So that's going to mean we're going to have a, well, actually his attempt rating would be a 0 because it's -1 from Mikolas, but still a 1 or a 2 is a hit and run. So we will have a hit and run from Alex Verdugo. So we have a hit and run. We'll check Mikolas first. 3-1 is a blank. We'll go to Verdugo. 2-4. 2-4 is a star line 5, which is a fly to center. So fly to center, but Muncy gets back easily. 2 down, and that'll bring up Kike Hernandez. Again, we'll roll the D20 to make sure there's no pickoff or anything. And there's not. So here's Kike Hernandez. 6-6 is a strikeout chance, and he will take the whiff with that 3 on the D20. So Kike is gone. So are the Dodgers here in the second. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ryu back out. We'll be facing Paul DeYoung. Paul DeYoung. 4-2 for Ryu. It is a strikeout chance, but again, that D20 has been up in the upper teens every time, so no strikeout. Here's DeYoung. 6-4, he's going to ground to third, so Muncie's been busy over there at third base. One away, and that brings up Yadier Molina, the venerable one. 1-4, strikeout chance. Again, 10 is too high. Molina's only a 3. 4-3 is a pop up to third, and again, Muncie's just getting all the opportunities over there at third base. So 2 up, 2 down for Harrison Bader, center fielder. 3-6 is a strikeout chance. That time it's a 1, so this time Ryu gets him. And the inning is over. So quick second inning for the Cardinals, and Ryu puts them in order, 1, 2, 3. We go to the third, no score. And Mikolas back out. We'll be facing Russell Martin, followed by Ryu and Peterson. Martin 4-3. That would be a base hit if he's tired. He's not tired, so it's just considered a blank. Martin now 5-2. That is a ground ball to second. Handled by Wong. There's one away. 4. Hyunjin Ryu. Or Ryu. I call him Ryu. I'm not sure what his official name is, but I call him Ryu. 3-1 is blank for Mikolas rather. So here's Ryu. 6-3. He's going to ground to third, so at least he didn't strike out. Handled by Carpenter. 2 up, 2 down, and here's Jock Peterson. And we got an old-fashioned pitching duel brewing here at St. Louis. 5-3. Possible, as soon as I say that, we got a possible home run chance. This is a 9, and against lefties, he's got a 1-16. It passes that check. So Jock Peterson has a 19 home run rating against right-handers. So we're going to roll the D20. If it's not a 20, it's gone. I mean, unless it's a 20, it's gone. Sorry, let me repeat that. Unless it's a 20, it is gone. Yeah, right. Yep, that's what I was saying. Yep, it's gone. No matter how you slice it, that one is out of here. Jock Peterson, and you can see his splits because he's got no chance for homers against lefties, but he's got tons of chances against righties. So that was gone. That was blasted, and that was the thing on Mikolas. Particularly at the beginning of the year, he gave up a lot of home runs, particularly to left-handed hitters, which is why the Dodgers stacked their lineup with lefties. Here's Seager now, 2 outs, bases empty, but a run in. 4-5, and that is a strikeout chance. 11 is too high, so no strikeout there. Go to Seager, 6-4. That's a base hit to left field for Corey Seager. So 2-out single. Seager cannot run anywhere, as he's got the H on there, so no chance of getting a lead of any kind. Bellinger is up, but we will roll the D20s, check for a pickoff, and there is none. So here's Bellinger. 6-2, and that's a strikeout chance. He's a 7. You lose 1 from the stadium, makes it a 6. I'm sorry, he's an 8 against right-handers. Lose 1 from the stadium, it's a 7. That's a 6. So he is out on strikes. So Mikolas recovers, but gives up the home run to Jock Peterson. And we go to the bottom of the third. It's Dodgers 1, Cardinals nothing. And for the Cardinals, it'll be Colton Wong to lead things off. Lefty on lefty, 5-2, and that's a strikeout plus against a left-hander. So with this being a 7, it becomes a 17, but -1 from the stadium is a 16. That's a 17, so even the strikeout plus can't get him. So Wong gets new life, 6-6. He's still going to ground to second, but at least he put the ball in play. And there's one away for Miles Mikolas, a so-so hitter, 136. Obviously no power. 4-2 is going to be a strikeout chance, and he's got the 20 there, so that's pretty much a given. 2 down. And that will bring up the top of the order for Matt Carpenter, who grounded to Muncie his first time up. 6-5, strikeout chance, that's an 8. So that will do it. Carpenter is out of there on strikes. Third strikeout for Ryu. He's tossed 3 scoreless. We go to the top of the 4th. And I believe in this game, Ryu was injured and only pitched a couple of innings. I'm going to go ahead and let him pitch the normal time because I just feel like that's the way to go. So as long as he's effective, he's going to be out there and he's not tired. All right, here's Pollock. 3-1 is a blank on Mikolas. 5-5, he's going to fly to right. So 1 away for Max Muncy. 4-1 is a ballpark check. Busch Stadium. 5-3 is going to fly to left. So Muncy is out of there. Handled by Ozuna. 2 up, 2 down for Alex Verdugo. Yet another lefty. 3-2 is a strikeout plus chance though against lefties. So he's out of there. Strikeout plus, we get him. 1, 2, 3 go the men in blue. Go to the bottom of the 4th, still 1-0. Favor of the Dodgers. And Goldschmidt will lead us off. It's Ryu. 2-5. 2-5 is blank against a righty. Against a lefty, it would have been a star line, but against a righty, it's blank. So we go to Goldschmidt. 4-1. He's going to ground to first. Ground out handled by Bellinger. 1 away. Brings up Jose Martinez. Martinez, 5-1 is a strikeout chance, but again, 16 is too high. Go to Martinez, 5-3. He's going to pop to short. Handled by Seager. 2 down. Brings up Marcell Ozuna. 6-1. Home run question mark against a right-hander is a 0. And I asked about that because I thought it might have been a typo. And I think it still is. I don't understand the rationale behind this. This makes no sense at all. To me, it should be something on here because he gave up quite a few homers to right-handers. There is no what do you call it? There is no place in the grid to give up a home run more to right-handers than lefties. There's a straight home run here, but that gives you home runs against lefties just as much as it does righties. It's not like it's a split. So kind of betwixt or between here. You see he's got a 19 here, and against the right-handers it's a 0. So and he gave up 17 home runs. I believe 11 of them at least were against righties. So to me, this should be a lot higher than 0. It should be at least 10, if not 15 to 20. But I'm going to go with what the card says, even though I don't agree with it. I'm going to go with what the card says, and we're going to say no home run chance for Ozuna. And of course, he has great power, so that's just the way that is. 5-2, it's a ground ball to third. Like I said, I don't agree with the rating. I think it's wrong. I think it's grotesquely wrong, but, hey, I don't rate them. I just play them. So take that for what it's worth. All right, here's Miles Mikolas back out to face Kike Hernandez. 4-2, and that's a walk chance. Split lefty-righty, it's a walk chance. His walk is only 11, plus 1 from the stadium is 12. That's an 18, so no walk. And that brings up Kike. 2-1 against a right-hander is a ground ball to second. So you can see that was really what that card on both sides were really rated well for the left-right splits in this instance, but I just think the Ryu one is a bad rating, just call it that way. I already verified it's not a typo. This is the way the card was designed, so in case you're thinking it's a typo, it is not. 2-6, strikeout, he got him. So there's 2 down. And that brings up Ryu with the 2 outs and the bases cleared. 2-3. 2-3 is a strikeout chance, and Ryu's an 18. Even the -1 won't help him because that's a 17. He'll still strike out. And the inning is over. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. And don't get me wrong, I love this game. I think it's an incredibly genius the way this game was designed. It's one of the more fun games to play. It's quickly become one of my favorites. Just certain left-right split ratings on certain players I disagree with, but that's just my own. Maybe it's just my own problem. I don't know. But I'm not knocking the game as a bad game by any means. Please don't take it that way, because it's quickly becoming one of my favorites. 1-5 range play for DeYoung. 3-3. It's a single to right field for Paul DeYoung. Cardinals needed that. They haven't had a hit in a while, so he gets aboard. It's an attempt rating of 2. So we'll see if anything's going here. But -1 from Ryu knocks that attempt down to a 1. That's a 2 though, so that means it's a hit and run. So we got a hit and run from Yadier Molina. Probably a pretty good hit and run man. 2-6 strikeout though. Against lefties is a 3, -1 is a 2, so that 3 means he does not strike out. Had he struck out, we'd be doing a straight steal for DeYoung, but I'm going to finish the at-bat on a hit and run. 2-5. It's a ground ball to first. Now let me double check the hit and run here. On the G3, let's see here, all ground ball double play ratings are -2 from their start. So he's a 3, so that drops him down to a 1. Nothing from Ryu. And the pivot at short, Seager, is a 0. So this has to be a 1 for it to be a double play. And it's not. Now 4, is that 4, I believe, let's see, is that greater than, let's see here, roll greater than runner on first BR than force at second. It's not greater, so the runner will advance. So Molina grounds to first with DeYoung advancing to second base. So that will bring up Harrison Bader, the runner in scoring position. We'll roll the D20, just check for a pickoff. And there's a pickoff chance. Look at that. A 1-3. And no pickoff. Okay, so back to Harrison Bader. 2-1 is a range play off of Ryu. 3-3, ground ball to third. That's checking Muncie's range. He is a 5, surprisingly, at third base. So let's check, make sure he can get it. He does. So it's a good range play, and the runner will have to hold at second base. So 2 down, runner still in scoring position for Colton Wong. Now first base is open. They could walk Wong and pitch to Mikolas, and I think that's what they're going to do. Why take any chances? So the intentional walk to Wong. And now here's Mikolas. No pickoff. 4-1 against a right-hander is blank. Go to Mikolas. 5-2, he's going to ground to third, and that's the end of the inning. So Ryu pitches around a little bit of mess, but after 5 complete here at Busch Stadium, score still Dodgers 1, Cardinals nothing on the home run from Jock Peterson. And speaking of Jock Peterson, he's going to lead off the top of the 6th. Let's look at fatigue. Mikolas can face 24 batters. Right now he's faced 18, so he's in good shape. 6-4. Strikeout chance, but too high on the 20. 3-1, he's going to fly to left. Peterson flies to Ozuna. One left fielder flies to another. Here's Corey Seager. 5-1, that's a range play. 2-5, fly to center, so we're checking the range of Bader. Again, he's a 5, so probably we'll get to this. And he does. Had to be a 6 for him not to. So Bader makes the play, and that's a great advantage to have a range guy of 5 in your center fielder. Make up for a lot of mistakes. Here's Bellinger. 2-1 is another range play. 5-4, that's a fly to left. Ozuna, not quite the great range. He's a 4 though, so not bad. So that has to be a 4 or less, and it is. So Ozuna makes the play. Mikolas surviving by some good defense. Good range from his outfielders and infielders. Keeps it at 1-0. Here's Carpenter. He will lead off the bottom of the 6th against Ryu. He can face 25 batters. He's faced 18. So he's in good shape. 2-6 strikeout chance, but a 19's too high. Carpenter 4-5. He will fly to center. And that's handled out there by Pollock. So one away for Paul Goldschmidt. 2-3. 2-3 is a possible error on the throw. Goldschmidt 5-4. Starline 5. It's a ground ball to first. So this case, you're checking the first baseman's error rating. Bellinger, he's a 4. That's a 7, so he will make the play. Call it 3-1 as he's throwing to Ryu covering. That's the way I play a range play. I mean, a error check on a throw when the ball is grounded to first. I say he's flipping to the pitcher. It's just a homebrew rule. I'm not sure if that's the way you play it or not. This is the way I play it. So here's Jose Martinez. 5-4 is a range play at the ballpark. 4-5, and that is a ground ball to first. Checking the range of Bellinger, and he's a 5. So again, unless this is a 6, he will get to it, and he does easily, and he will step on the bag to end the inning. So 6 innings in the books here at Busch Stadium. 1-0. It's all Jock Peterson, and his offense has been all there is. Here's A.J. Pollock. 2-6 strikeout chance. That's a 2. He's gone. So Pollock is out of there for Max Muncy. 1-3. It's a strikeout chance. He's gone. So Mikolas dialing up the K's. 2 strikeouts to start the 7th. He's still got a lot of juice left in him. Here's Verdugo. 2-6 strikeout chance, but 19 is way too high. 5-5. He will fly to right. So Verdugo flies out to Martinez to end the inning. 7th inning stretch we go, and it's still 1-0 favor of the Dodgers. Ryu will be out there facing Marcell Ozuna. 6-4 is a strikeout chance, and he is gone. Ozuna with the whiff. 1 away. And that will bring up Paul DeYoung. 6-4. That's another strikeout chance, and DeYoung is gone. So 2 up, 2 down for Yadier Molina. 3-6. That's a strikeout chance, and he's gone. So Ryu strikes out the side here in the 7th. And we go to the 8th. Still 1-0. Mikolas back out. He has faced 24 batters, so he's right at his limit. So I think we may go ahead and make the move. Let's see. You know what? They're going to let him go against Kike Hernandez. But if we get this result or this result, then the potential outs will turn into hits or walks. Chance we're taking. 1-2 is a blank, so we're checking Kike's card. 3-4. Starline 4 to fly to left. 1 away. So they'd like to get Mikolas through the 8th inning because he does hit 3rd in the inning. So, and he is facing the bottom of the order. So maybe that's how you coax him through that. 4-1 is the stadium card. Busch Stadium. 6-3 is a single plus 9. Single to right, so it's a single plus, which means he gets a single and he has a chance to go for extra bases. So the way we calculate that on that single plus 9, I haven't had one in a while, so I got to remember how to do this on the single plus result. And it says here, roll 1d6 versus the BR plus the outfielder's arm. Okay, so the BR rating of Russell is 2. The outfielder's arm in right, Martinez, is a 0. So that's a 2 aggregate. If it is a 2 or less, he's safe with a double. If it's greater than the BR, he holds with a single. If he rolls a 6, he's out. He's out. So he's out trying to get to second base. So a single, but he's thrown out at second, 9-6. So Russell Martin tried to get in scoring position with 1 out, and it didn't work. Ryu has faced 24 batters, and he can face 25. So they're going to go ahead and pinch it for Ryu. Like I said, I believe he left the game early with the injury in the real game. So we'll call Ryu 7 innings good enough. Certainly more than he pitched in the game. And we'll go to our pinch hitting board, or our bench board, however you want to look at it. The Dodgers have no left-handed pinch hitters, so they're just going to bring in Justin Turner to pinch hit. So Justin Turner, who was getting the day off, but now he'll come in and pinch hit. With 2 outs and the base is empty. 6-2 is a strikeout chance. 10 will not do it, so Turner, go to his card. 6-1, and against a right-hander, he singles past third base. So how about that? Turner will get a single. So a 2-out single by Turner. He has no attempt rating, so he's not going to try to go anywhere. We'll roll the 20 to make sure there's no potential pickoff. There is not. So now Jock Peterson back out, and now Mikolas. They're going to go ahead and make the move because they don't want to take a chance. Mikolas is going to come out, and with the lefty Peterson coming up, you can see how he does on his home runs, left-right split in particular. They're going to bring a lefty in from the bullpen, and he's going to be facing basically one batter, I think. Let's see here, unless they want to do a double switch, which I don't think they want to do. So what they're going to do here in the bullpen for the Cardinals, you have Miller and Webb. So Andrew Miller will be coming in. He's just going to face the one, but he's got one job. That's to get Jock Peterson. That's the only job he has, is to get Jock Peterson. So Andrew Miller is in to face Jock Peterson. All right, so Jock Peterson against Miller, lefty against lefty. 1-6 is a home run chance. That's an 11, and look at that. It's a good thing he's facing a lefty because he's got no home run chance here against left-handed pitching. So Miller got a break there. We'll go to Peterson's card to finish the at-bat. 1-6 is a star line 6, and it's a fly to right to end the inning. So Miller pitches his third of an inning, gets the job done, and Mikolas goes 7 2/3. And just gave up the home run. The home run was the only run he gave up. Let's do the other numbers real quick. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits allowed by Mikolas. He didn't walk anybody. And his strikeouts: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 strikeouts. Okay, so the final line on Mikolas: 7 2/3, 5 hits, 1 run was earned, no walks and 7 strikeouts, and of course the home run to Peterson. Let's do Ryu, who tossed 7 shutout frames. Hits: 1, 2, 3. Only got him for 3 hits, and his only walk was an intentional walk to Wong. And strikeouts: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 strikeouts. All right, so incredible game there by Ryu. Miller, of course, is done because he's going to be pinch hit for. So if we look at the Dodger bullpen, look and see who they have to bring in. And as we scan the bullpen, we are looking at, or I am looking at, Pedro Baez. So Pedro Baez will be coming on, right-hander. Pedro Baez. And we need a pinch hitter. So we have to wait and see because it depends on the base running situation. If there's nobody on and 2 outs, I might use somebody else. If there's people on base, then that might change the way I want to play it. So right now, we will just figure out who's going to pinch hit in a minute. Right now it's Harrison Bader against Baez. 2-4 for Baez is a strikeout chance, and he is gone. Bader out on strikes. 1 away. Here's Colton Wong. Wong, 1-2 is a strikeout chance, and he's gone. So for the Cardinals, 5 strikeout. Their batters have struck out 5 times in a row. Now we're going for a pinch hitter. They do have a switch hitter in Dexter Fowler, but with 2 outs and the bases empty, they might rather try for somebody that's got home run power. And let's see here how they want to play this. Actually, you know what they're going to do? They're going to do Tyler O'Neill. So Tyler O'Neill is going to be the pinch hitter. Tyler O'Neill pinch hitting with 2 outs and the bases empty against Baez. 4-4, and that is a strikeout chance, and he's going to strike out the side. Unbelievable. 6 strikeouts in a row for the Cardinal batters. So that didn't work out too well for their pinch hitter, did it? So we go to the 9th with a 1-0 ball game, and now let's look at the Cardinal bullpen. So we scratch off O'Neill as a pinch hitter. We look at their bullpen, and they're going to go to Jordan Hicks. So Jordan Hicks is going to come in to pitch the 9th for the Cardinals. And it'll be, well, let's see. Wait a minute. Do I want to use Hicks? I may go back on that, because the other lefty is Tyler Webb. So you know what? I'm going to use Tyler Webb. Scratch that. Not going to be Jordan Hicks. Jordan Hicks is their closer. I don't really want to use him anyway. So nix that. Hicks is still available, but Mr. Webb is gone. So both their lefties have been used, because the Dodgers have lefties galore coming up. Seager and Bellinger, and then after Pollock, Muncy, Verdugo. So 4 of the next 5 are left-handed. All right, so here's Corey Seager. 2-3, and that's a strikeout. I'm sorry, it's a walk plus chance. So he will walk. So a leadoff walk to Seager. His attempt, he doesn't really have one, so we will check for a pickoff, but that's about it. There is no pickoff. So here's Bellinger. 6-5 is a potential wild pitch. That's an 11. And 11 is a potential pass ball. So we're checking the pass ball rating of Molina, and he's got a 4 rating, so we need to roll this. If it's, I believe, it's been a while since I've checked the pass ball as well. I'm thinking if the die is, if die is less than this, then it's not a pass ball. But it's a 6, so it is a pass ball on Molina. So pass ball on Molina. We'll move the runner up to second base, and again we'll check for a pickoff, and there is none. So here's Bellinger. 2-2, strikeout plus, so he's gone. He's out of there. I hope I did that pass ball right. I'm trying to remember if it's higher than or less than, but I would figure Molina would have a low pass ball rating, so since he has a 4, he has a better chance 4-1 than he does 5 and 6. So here's Pollock. 2-4, and that's another walk chance. And again, he will walk. So it puts runners at first and second for Max Muncy. So Muncy, and again, we'll roll to make sure there's no pickoff. There is not. Here's Muncy. 5-1 is an automatic star. I'm sorry, it's a K plus. I was looking at 6-1. No, I'm sorry. 5-1 is a blank. Home run against the righty, but blank against the lefty. So we go to Muncy. 5-2, and that's a base hit to right field by Muncy. So the Cardinal bullpen letting them down a little bit. S9, to go from second to home, you get a +1, and there's only 1 out, so you don't get that boost. The BR rating of Seager is a 3, so that makes it a 4, and S9 4. So the right fielder's arm, Ozuna, is a 0. So a 4 or less, he will make it on this red die. And he does, so he makes it. He will score. Let's check the trailing runner. The trailing runner to get Pollock to go from first to third on a single to right is a +2. And his rating is a 4, so that makes him a 6. So that means there's not going to be a throw at all if we get to a 6. there's no reason to throw that. So he will go to third automatically. And the Dodgers lead it 2-0. And that'll bring up Verdugo with runners at the corners and 1 out. Lefty on lefty against Verdugo against Webb. 5-5 is a strikeout plus, so he is out of there. 2 down for Kike Hernandez. And now you wonder if they might bring in the right-hander. I believe they will. So they will make the move, and now Jordan Hicks will come in. So he didn't come in before. He's going to come in now. Try to get this last out. So Jordan Hicks. Jordan Hicks is in. 2 out, 2 on. Jordan Hicks he has no pickoff chance, so we're not even going to try to worry about that. Runner on first. Let me check Muncy. What does he have for attempt? Let's see, Muncy, where did you go? He's got a 1 attempt rating, so we'll roll just to check anything that's going on there. Nothing's going on. So here's Kike. 2-3, and that's a strikeout chance, but that's a 20, so it's too high. Go to Kike, 5-4. He's going to ground to second, and that's going to end the inning. So the run is charged to Webb in his 2/3 of an inning, and 1/3 of an inning for Hicks. So let's see, he walked 2 and he gave up a hit. So those 2 walks really got to him. He did strike out 2. But it is now 2-0 in favor of the Dodgers as we go to the bottom of the 9th. And we will get a new pitcher for the Dodgers to try to close things out. Baez struck out all 3 that he faced. And now we go to the bottom of the 9th, and it's top of the order, Carpenter, Goldschmidt, and Martinez. And they're going to bring in Joe Kelly. So Joe Kelly is going to come on to try to close the deal. Joe Kelly. So let's mark off Joe Kelly. And for the Cardinals, it'll be Matt Carpenter to lead things off. Joe Kelly. Trying to save a 2-0 game here in the 9th. 6-2, and that's a foul ball. 3-1, that's another foul ball. Boy, a lot of wild pitches there. 4-2, and 4-2 is a ballpark check. So go to Busch Stadium for Carpenter's at bat. 2-1 is a star line 6. That's a ground ball to short. And that's 1 away. So 1 down, and that brings up Goldschmidt. 1-3, and that's a blank against a right-hander. Goldie, 6-6, grounds to third. Muncy's got it. He's been busy all night. He's got that. Last chance for the Cardinals. It is Jose Martinez. If he can get on, Osuna will follow. 6-2 is another wild pitch, foul ball, really. 2-6, and that's a home run chance on a 2-6. And that's a 12, but that's only a 5 for Martinez, so no home run. 2-1 for Martinez. He grounds to Muncy again. That's just the way it's been all game for the Cardinals. And the ball game is over. It's a 2-0 whitewashing by the Dodgers. As Kelly gets the save, the win goes to Ryu. Mikolas takes a tough loss. So Kelly, 1 inning pitched, zips all the way around. So a 3-hit shutout combined by the Dodgers. Dodgers only got 6 hits of their own, 2-6-0. So definitely a pitcher's paradise here at Busch Stadium tonight. Winning pitcher was Ryu. Losing pitcher was Mikolas, and the save to Kelly. Final line, 2-6-0 for the Dodgers, 0-3-0 for the Cardinals. Left on base, I'll do that real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the Dodgers. Oops, right this way you can see it. 5 for the Dodgers. And for the Cardinals, 1, 2, 3, just 3. 2 of them in the 5th. Other than that, they had hardly anybody left on base. So Cardinals anemic bats. And it's the Dodgers winning it 2-0 here on Inside Pitch from the game played April 8th, 2019. And again, the next outing is an April 16th game on Status Pro between the Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays, as I try to show all the teams in one of those two games before we get to opening day. And also, coming up shortly will be the next episode in the 1977 White Sox replay, as now they've come home to the friendly confines of Comiskey Park. I did go ahead and play the two Tiger games offline. They swept both of those. They now start a 4-game series with the Royals, and they won the first game in that. So now we're up to game 2 of the series, and that'll be the one for the video. And then following that game, they have a doubleheader with the Royals to finish out the series, and then they take on Texas for 4 as well. And the Royals and Texas are the two teams they are chasing. So I'll have that game with the standings and everything probably later this weekend. Might do it for Manic Monday. I haven't decided yet how I'm going to schedule things. But here from Busch Stadium, it is the Dodgers winning by the score of 2-0. So until next time, hope you enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it. And as usual, I will see you all down the road.